Hey everyone, in this video I'll be going over the basics of Java inheritance. So inheritance in Java is basically a property that allows classes to be derived from other classes. It's one of the main features of object-oriented programming. Classes can inherit fields and methods specifically, and the classes that inherit these are called subclasses, while the inherited classes are called superclasses. So here's an example of this. As you can see, the airplane, car, and bus classes are inheriting features from the vehicle class. So the way we represent this is we draw an arrow from the subclass to the superclass. So some important points to note are that multiple inheritance of classes is not possible in Java. So in the previous example, we had the car inheriting from the vehicle class, but the car cannot also inherit from another class as well. Also, private fields cannot be inherited by subclasses. Only package, protected, or public fields can be inherited. And to describe these inheritance relationships, we use the term is-a. So we say car is a vehicle, airplane is a vehicle, bus is a vehicle. And one of the goals of inheritance is to model real-world relationships, so we want to make sure that these are reflected well in our code. So now we'll go over some actual code to see how this is implemented in Java. Alright, now let's look at the vehicle class from our example. So the vehicle class contains these three fields: the year, the number of wheels, and the color. And we have our constructor here, which initializes these three fields. Our toString method prints out the year, the color, and the number of wheels. And we can run this code in the main method to see the output. So we'll just print our three fields as expected: the year of the vehicle, its color, and the number of wheels it has. Alright, so this was the superclass from our example. So now let's look at one of the subclasses, the car. So to indicate that this is a subclass, we use the extends keyword. We say that car extends vehicle. And since our three fields were package visibility, the car class also has access to these few fields. In addition, we define two new fields, the speed and the brand. Alright, so in our constructor here, we initialize all 5 of the fields of the car class. Instead of rewriting this code here, what we can do is just call the constructor of the superclass and initialize the year, the color, and the number of wheels that way. And then we also just initialize the brand and the speed down here. Alright. We are also going to override the toString method. So again, instead of rewriting code, we can just call the toString method of the superclass using the super keyword, and then just printing the speed and the brand afterwards. We can also define new methods, such as this accelerate method in our subclass that has no impact on the inheritance. And let's try this out with this one example here. Alright, so as expected, it prints out the year, the color, the number of wheels, the brand, and the speed. Another point to note is that instead of saying car here, we can say vehicle. And this will still compile and run because you can have a vehicle reference pointing to a car object because, as discussed earlier, a car is a vehicle. So you can call all the methods of the vehicle class on a car. However, the converse is not true. You cannot have a car reference pointing to a vehicle object because a vehicle is not necessarily a car. Alright, so that will not compile. Alright, so those are basically the basics of Java inheritance. There are additional resources provided in the description if you'd like to learn more about the subject. Alright. So again, thanks for watching, and see you next time.